Everybody, welcome back to 5-Minute Marketing Tips with Darion and the Marketing Skillet. Tonight is centered around SEO, and I wanted to get this out to you guys before everybody went to sleep because what? Marketing doesn't sleep, right? Of course it doesn't. So because I go over 5 minutes, I'm just going to jump right into it with the first question of what are the best SEO techniques for a new website? Well, this question for me is super simple. Number one, it comes down to keyword research and fresh content. Content is going to be the centerpiece of your website no matter what you do or where you go. And that depends on your title tags, headings, stuff like that, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing the best you can to figure out what keywords need to go on your website, all right? And then creating content centered around that. Once you're able to do that, you want to create your social media accounts and share your content. We call it a social fortress, in the SEO world. And that's creating your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Facebook, Instagram, Medium, anything you need that's going to put you out there in front of the world. Take your content, share it. That provides you one backlink for each of those posts. After you do that, you want to make sure you're improving your titles and your descriptions to boost your click-through rating. So anytime you search the web for any type of keyword, you're going to see a listing, okay? That listing has a title. So the best back braces of 2020 is probably going to be the title if you search for best back brace, right? And then you have a description. These are the two you want to optimize to boost your ranking, okay? After you've done that, then you want to boost underperforming pages with internal links. An internal link is essentially where you link one of your pages to another page. An example of this would be if I produced, again, the best back brace of 2020 as one of my blog posts, and then I had another blog post that talked about relieving back pain. Obviously, one of those things you can do to relieve back pain is to use a back brace. So I would link that post to a main content post. So you're providing link juice is what we call it. That gives you a boost in your ranking. After you've done that, you want to make sure that one of the biggest goals you have for your website is to win feature snippets. Everyone has seen this, whether they know what it is or not, but a feature snippet is the first large listing you see on Google that is not an ad. Typically, it'll provide an answer or a list or some type of variety to a question that you've put into Google. And those always get clicks, okay? That's a different conversation we can go over next week because you have to take a deep dive into exactly how the feature snippets work, but we'll go into it. And finally, the last tip I have for this question is to just simply wait, check, and update. SEO is SEO is a game of patience, okay? So when it comes to updating your content, just wait, all right? After you've done everything you need to do, wait. Then over 60, maybe even 90 days, you'll start to actually see some results trickle in. Okay, continue to wait. And if it stays stagnant, then you need to start looking at your site, like what have you done wrong and what can I update? Then resubmit and just wash, rinse, repeat. Okay. All right, let's go into the next question. How to get a high DA backlink. DA, for those that don't know, is domain authority. Okay, and any link that has a high domain authority means that the site is very credible and it's also easier to rank. How do you get one of those? Well, if you're producing great content and it does rank well, then those are going to come naturally and organically over time, okay? But if that doesn't happen for you, then there are sites and SEO tactics that you can use that do cost money, okay? Anywhere between $69 up to thousands of dollars, where you can actually purchase a backlink or have someone do this for you. Now you need to watch this because if you're using a black hat method where the link is being created for you and already has domain authority, a lot of times Google is going to penalize you for that. So you need to make sure that the service provider you're using does this in a white hat method, where they're actually going out, doing the research, finding the link for you, and then having content produced to actually get that link, okay? What is a long tail keyword in SEO? Simply put, again, I'm going to reference the back brace. If that's my keyword, best back brace, then a long tail version of that would be the best back brace of 2020 to alleviate back pain. See how long that is? But what that does for you and why you want to add long tail keywords to your content is that it gives you a variety of keywords that you can actually rank for, okay? The more keywords you rank for, the more traffic that your website pulls in. So make sure you're looking out for long tail keywords. And then lastly, before we get off of here, where can I look up a domain for my website? Well, that's easy. GoDaddy's always my number one, okay? Namecheap is another good one, Domain Highway. There's plenty of these out there on the web for you to actually find one. But if you need inspiration because you don't know what you want to name your website or what you want to call your brand, then I recommend using BizNameWiz. That's BizNameWiz. They provide tons of inspiration, tons of names that you can choose from that are free. And then you can just go back to GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Domain Highway and then see if it is available for you. Okay. All right. Again, I know it's late, guys, but like I said, marketing does not sleep. I look forward to being back with you guys next week. And if you need any help, any assistance, any services, or have questions, again, you can reach us at info@themarketingskillet.com. Everyone have a good night, and thank you for joining.